Hello friends, I Kavita Suryanshi today will give presentation on green ICT for future sustainability. I have already published two videos on YouTube, namely Green ICT and its benefits. The details of both YouTube link is shared for your reference. Green ICT implementation will ensure that natural resources are conserved and are available for next generations. The learning outcomes. After learning through video, all students and listener will understand the importance of green ICT in view of future sustainability. A student will apply green ICT practices in day-to-day life. The students will analyze critical success factors for green ICT implementation at educational institution. Let us discuss the components of green ICT implementation. Information and communication technology development without an eye on environment protection is not sustainable. There is necessitating vigorness to protect our natural world from environmental issues for future generations. Green ICT practices are lessing greenhouse gas emissions by keeping utilization of ICT as it is our day-to-day life. The aim of this presentation is to analyze critical success factors for effective and successful implementation of green ICT at higher education institutions. The figure depicts the components of green ICT implementations. I have given a detailed discussions on my previous videos. The link is just shared with you all on these components. ICT carbon dioxide emissions from energy use grew 2.0% in 2018 and reaching a record of 37.5 gigatons of equivalent carbon dioxide per year. The Organizations for Economic Cooperation and Development OECD has published a survey of government initiatives on green ICT. The SMART 2020 report revealed that ICT's ability to maximize energy efficiency can lead to emissions reductions 5 times the size of sector's own carbon footprint. The predicted increase in global ICT emissions is demonstrated in this figure, which is predicting the increase in global ICT emissions. Now we will discuss about the global perspective of green ICT. The country, to eliminate environmental problems, we have to adopt green ICT practices effectively. As we have seen in previous videos that green ICT is an innovative way of using ICT that consists of practices which deal with environment sustainability by minimizing carbon footprint and ICT waste, as well as by optimizing energy consumption for sustenance of ICT and to save planet. The United Kingdom is one of the first country to focus on green ICT and put pressure on United Kingdom's higher education institutions to implement green ICT. They have decided to decrease greenhouse gases by 26% by the year 2020 and by 60% by the year 2050. Indonesia has designed Green ICT National Policy Roadmap and declared emission reduction target. University Technology Malaysia UTM has been known as a founder in green technology development in Malaysia. Australian government ICT sustainability plan outlines the strategies to lower greenhouse gas emissions. They have set their own levels for the year 2050. Now we will discuss the perspective of green ICT from India point of view. US Energy Information Administration publishes international energy statistics that reveals India is now the world's third biggest emitter of the carbon dioxide. The global e-waste generation is growing annually at 40 million tons, and it has been stated that in the next 10 years it will be likely grow by 18 times. The state of Maharashtra ranks first in India by generating 20,270 tons of e-waste annually. Now we'll discuss about NAPCC. What is that? The government of India have developed national mission for Green India under the National Action Plan on Climate Change. They have presented a tentative action plan for implementations of Green India mission. NMEE, India's national mission on enhanced energy efficiency, has identified approaches to unlock energy efficiency opportunities and have a goal of carbon dioxide emission mitigations of 98 million tons per year. Now it's time to discuss a green ICT critical success factors for the sustainable development. Green ICT practices like IT equipment recycling, less printing, end user PC power management, formation of Green ICT committee, buying energy certified equipment, use of renewable energy sources are followed by the users. Regardless of initiatives and green ICT practices, the factors that most significantly determine the success likelihood of green ICT implementation in education sector are depicted in the figure. Let us discuss these factors one by one. The first one, optimum utilization of resources. This factor ensures reduction in carbon footprint through efficient use of IT equipments and proper disposal of e-waste. Second, energy conservation and use of renewable energy. Irrespective of a type of an energy to be used, it must be conserved for future use. Each member must be habitual to switch off ICT equipments when not in use to conserve energy for future use. Nevertheless, why to depend upon the electrical energy source to power your ICT equipments when you can use alternate renewable energy sources like wind power, solar energy, and so on, etc. Now we'll discuss the third factor, which is an institutional green policy. This factor plays important role in the success of green ICT. Credit points are allotted to motivate faculties and students as per their approach of using green ICT practice. Institute has defined their own green policy for green procurement, disposal and use. The last one, the stakeholders involvement. This factor requires self-motivation and rationale for adoption of green ICT practices by all stakeholders of an organization. Each one of us has to be actively need to be follow green practices in our daily life to accomplish minimal or no impact on the environment. To conclude my today's session, there is necessitating willingness to protect our natural world from environmental issues for future generations. This presentation has discussed a critical success factors for implementing green ICT, which is essential for sustainability of ICT in future. These all practices help in reducing the greenhouse gas emissions. The use of e-waste can save non-renewable resources. It contributes to paperless communication. Webinars practice can reduce the greenhouse gas emissions due to the less transportation. Changing to the energy efficient light bulb could halve today's energy consumption for lightening by the year 2025. So this is all practices for green ICT as a sustainable future for all of us. I'm thankful to you all for patience listening. Thank you very much.